Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home.
Today we have a Penguin high quality lighter advertising Raymond the Multiwall Man. Now, best I can tell, Raymond the Multiwall Man is a advertisement himself. I believe he is packaging for a product like a potato chip bag, but it is portrayed in a way that he looks like it is a sandwich board, or what a guy would be out on the street trying to drum up business for people to come in to get an oil change nowadays, or to grab your $5 hot and ready pizza. This lighter is in very good condition, and it was sold and listed as in brand new condition, and there's some evidence to suggest otherwise from that. There are some dents, but overall it's a very nice, very cool, retro, I believe bizarre was the word that was used in the listing. I did a Google search for Raymond the Multi-Wall Man and came up with nothing. So whatever this particular product was, that, like I said, it appears to me to have been like a potato chip bag, or it also might resemble what we see today as like a popcorn, microwave popcorn type bag, some kind of snack bag, I think. But maybe it was not that at all. Maybe it was a sandwich board. Maybe this was actually something that people were to get out on the street and advertise with. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I couldn't find any information. You can see there is a dent there, a pretty good one on the top. It is marked high quality lighter Penguin with the patent number. And it works very well. It's got a good long wick on it and produces a good long, good tall flame. There is plenty of wear to the plating, and also some scratches, a good deal of scratches that lead me to believe maybe this lighter wasn't new, or at least if it was, maybe there was some contamination and damage that had occurred with moisture getting down in the case but that still wouldn't explain all those scratches. But really, it makes me no difference. I bought this lighter in a lot with two others that, as I said, the seller had listed something like bizarre or weird lot, and two of them are, you'll see one of the other, well, you're going to see both of them because they're all three very nice lighters. We can see down there in that case, it appears to be brass down on the bottom, and I think that the lid, like a lot of these, has the underneath side of that painted silver. I think if you did much rubbing on the underneath side of that lid, that paint would probably come off. But one of the other lighters in the lot that got my attention was a Warco with one of the little paper, glossy paper type panels on it that has an advertisement with a potato, a sad looking personified potato that is being being peeled. Anyway, these two were definitely worth the price of the lot. Those two for the graphics that were on them, just for the chuckle that I got, and so I really look forward to making both of those other videos. Our friend Migarong commented on an old video the other day where I was comparing the quality of Zippo to the quality of Japanese made, and I believe in that video I used the term knockoff. I don't really like using any of those terms, and he used the term fake in his comment. And whatever term we use, I think a lot of them, it's an unfair term. For most of the Japanese lighters, it's probably not an unfair term to call them fake Zippos or knockoffs, because they probably all came after the Zippo. But whatever we call them, there are varying degrees of quality. And he mentioned that some of them have the paint that peel off like skin and this and that, and that's true. But there are others that I don't know that any of them. I've none of the Penguin that I have seen would I put on the same scale of quality with, say, the Zippo Town and Country process of paint. But I have seen several that were at least close to the same quality as the etch and paint process. And actually, when I think about it, I've got that Penguin Cygnus over there that's got a really nice painted Mount Fuji scene that is probably as nice a paint as any Town and Country paint that was ever on a Zippo. So that's a little bit different. That's really a specialty lighter as opposed to these advertising flip-top lighters that we were talking about in that old video that he was commenting on. And you can see too that this hinge has a little bit of play in it. Most of these Japanese lighters, when they're brand new, seem to have a really tight hinge, but that one did have quite a bit of play. But as I said, the draw for this lighter, it's in good condition. It's in really good condition. It appears as though the paint is, I think it's all there. There may be some wear and some damage to it, but it's got to be at least 95, if not 100%. Very nice paint, and for now I'm going to put this over in my collection. I don't think it would have a huge value like if it was the Big Boy logo or Coca-Cola or Disney or something like that. Obviously, then those kind of things bring big dollars. But this is every bit as cool to me. An advertisement from, I'm guessing, probably the 1960s, maybe the 50s, and it could have even been later. But with this kind of consumer product packaging advertising, I would guess the 50s or the 60s. And as I said, I'll put it over here in my collection and be very glad to have it. I have several other lighters that I have added recently which feature some sort of paint that is involved with a really cool graphic or interest or otherwise image. So stay tuned. I'll have more of this kind of thing on the channel on a daily basis every weekday morning. Until next time.